So let me on my video. So good afternoon, everyone. We are now in the afternoon. So please signify if you can hear me clearly. Use the chat section, please. Let me know if you can hear me, and let me share my screen now. So can you see my screen now? Please signify if you can see my screen so we can continue working. Use the chat section if you can see my screen. Yes, so amazing. So please let's continue. Let's continue now. So so we were before going for a break, we were talking about approaches, problems. So we spoke about the problem from the user perspective. So now let's talk about the problem from the user research because I believe we are now product managers, we are product professionals. I won't want to call us product enthusiasts or product interns or whatever any name, but we are product professionals. So now from a user perspective, according to my own problem, it is young IT professionals need young IT professionals need an efficient working system. Yeah, because they don't have access to convenient workspace and a better internet. So that is my problem for my user research. So I want to be very simple. You can just use that is the reason why I created this template. So you can actually use this. You can always refer to this template. You can use it, you can twist it, and actually create your own problem according to the user research perspective. So I want everyone, few people told us their problem from the user's perspective. That's from the not from your research. You're also the user. Now from your own research, now tell us your problem. Please kindly unmute yourself if you want to make please let I think only few people did that. Only few people did spoke the other time, but and it's not really engaging and it's not really amazing. So please I need a lot of people. Everyone needs to be involved in this thing. There is no way you'll be hiding. Please, have they sent the attendance? They haven't sent the attendance. The program coordinator is not here, but I believe she'll join us before we actually finish this program. So there's no way you actually behind. You'll be behind, and as a product manager, product manager, you have to be at the front every time, all the time. You just I don't understand, but you just have to. Okay, the first interview I went for last year was I met with the CEO and the CEO said, "Am I a product manager?" I said yes. He said, "I don't look crazy." I was like, "I don't look crazy." He said you have to be crazy to be creative. I was just laughing. I see this man. So basically, when I met with other product managers there, I met Sufyan. Sufyan was on dread. You know these tech boys with dread. I met Eyime. Eyime is a female. She was on dread and she's this amazing person. So it was like you have to be crazy to be creative. I'm like okay, me I'm not crazy, but I'm creative anyhow. So please, what I actually want us to do is just from the user's perspective, using this pattern. Can you please highlight the problem for us? I'm actually starting this, and please listen because I won't repeat it. My pro tech bro starter dread crazy look. A cat or dog? I don't really like cats, but I love dog. I don't have dreads, but I'm planning on now plans. Now plan. Crazy look. Not actually crazy look. For me, I believe it's my lifestyle. Lifestyle and career are two different things. If you feel you don't want to work with me because of my dread, then it is your problem, not mine. Then it possibly I'm not good enough because if I am, I see no reason. Even if I am on Daddy Shoki's dread, you still want to work with me because you don't want to lose because of my value. That's just that's just it. So please, someone should actually say something. Please let's start. Please, someone should unmute and say something. The funniest thing here is just that I'm actually taking note. Though. I don't know. I'm actually taking note of everything. The thing is, I have a tracking system on
You
my.
said you will start to. You
I
said
have.
you
I
want.
started. Now. I started. I said young IT professionals need an, an efficient system to work because they don't have access to workspace and internet. So that is just it. So I want someone else. Someone discussed about I think someone okay. If your problem is you stay in Lagos to the enter downfall all the time, they worry you. To you don't see downfall. Downfall is just increasing price up and down. No enough downfall, everything is just scattered. Now you will just have to put that people in Lagos or Lagosians need an accessible transport system. Anything to make them commute faster or conveniently. Anything it takes a while for you to actually think. I actually want someone.
Okay.
Please, like I keep saying, say rubbish.
Hello.
Say
Hello.
rubbish.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Amina.
Although I did not contribute to the user's perspective, but I
Okay.
think I have to say something. Like I have to say the perspective before I say the research. So
Yes.
yeah,
You have to
I
say the
am a young.
perspective before this.
Okay, so I am a young. I'll be very fast about it. I'm a young pharmacist and a baker. I am active in both fields, but I struggle in my cake business because after making cakes, for example, wedding cakes, birthday cakes, I find it very challenging delivering these cakes to the customer as there are a limited number of logistic companies that use cars in delivering. Did you
Amazing
get me?
problem. Amazing problem. I once ordered cake from Cakes and Cream. So I wanted to do the personal delivery or something. Before I had to like use normal Uber, like we are order Uber. Amazing problem.
Yes.
Now tell
Most
us from the
logistics
user
company use bikes, and you cannot use bike to, deliver
bike use
delicate,
cake. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Now
So yeah,
from the user
so the
research
user
perspective.
research now is okay, bakers need an efficient um car logistic company or delivery company to deliver their cakes to their customers. I don't know. That fine?
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. I mean, someone else, please. Like I keep saying, say rubbish. I'm here for you. I did here for you. Say rubbish. I'm here for you. Just talk. Please, just talk. Please, we are 58 here. How many? Let me check. We are
Okay.
actually 61 here, and 50 people. We are actually unmuting and we are talking. 50 people today. Everyone is actually talking. Everyone is actually
Okay.
today.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to say something.
Yes.
Though I've said this before, so let me say it. Well, because I think that's my own problem that's peculiar to me. As a fashion designer, I've said, especially take for instance, November, December period is usually the time where we get these rush, rush, rush. A lot of people want to go for parties, want to travel, want to make their clothes. The demand is very high, and you find a lot of designers doing nights. In fact, I have one friend that from the 1st of December, she was not going home again. She was sleeping in her shop. You know, you want to
Wow.
meet up, and most of the time you can't even meet up because the workload is just too much. You understand? So I think that's the problem on this one. And then I said, if we can have maybe an app or something that maybe during this period, this is a medium for you to reach out to other tailors that might not be working. Some people have machines in their home. They know how to sew. They might want to make quick money. Maybe there is an app that they've already registered that, okay, you're a tailor, you have this skill, you can help do finishings for job, or you are a sketcher
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something, that kind of platform that would help most fashion designers, especially during these peak periods. You understand? To help them meet up their businesses. I don't know if you
I
understand
mean,
me what I'm trying to
I
say.
understand. I really understand you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even interns can even sign up for, there are some people that just finished fashion school. They were looking for places to even learn and gain more skill.
Yeah.
So I think if there's a platform that would help all of them maybe connect with each other and also help each other make cool money, get jobs done, help people meet their deadlines and know all those tailored disappointment and all of that. I think it will really help out.
Yeah, that's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think these problems, these are our daily problems, might actually be one of the next $1 billion idea in Africa. In case you don't know, now let me tell you. Anufejiro of Patricia was actually experiencing gift card problem as a personal problem because he had an uncle in the UK or in the US sending gift card. So converting gift card to money was really a problem for him. Then he thought, I obviously in Nigeria, I'm not the only one who has this uncle in UK now. So I'm sure thousands of people are actually experiencing this problem. Then he started Patricia. The only thing was just they invested so much in influencer marketing. And look at Patricia here. Look at Patricia now. Patricia has moved to Estonia. Patricia is now about Bitcoin alone. I think some investors wanted to invest 20 million US dollars. And you guess what? He said his own lease seeding has to be 50 million US dollar. More, you have to be claiming rights. Imagine Griff and Nita, someone say you want to pay me 200K. I'm telling them, if you are not paying me 500K, I beg hold your job. It means it's sure for you. I beg up. Those boys were just Muiz and Dario Adekoya were just guys who thought everyone wants to give away in nine. Everyone likes giveaway. Don't just do giveaway. Or Ben people do giveaway. They created a beg up. I beg, give me money. Use your tag, get money. Piggyvest acquired it and they sponsored Nigeria biggest platform, Big Brother Nigeria. So you don't know what yours actually be. People are experiencing problem every day. Everyone is experiencing problem. Everyone is experiencing one or two things. We don't really have unicorns. We don't really have unicorns in Nigeria here, except this guy. The reason why, okay, Iola Boyeji, the Flutterwave guy, the Angela guy, is actually building Talent City in Lagos. So Talent City is like Africa's Silicon Valley. It's like a city where you can just go to and hire tech talent. So people there basically are just guys into tech, doing amazing things, creatives, doing so many things. So it's like a city there, their housing estate there. It has amenities. So it's just like Silicon Valley. So I can just see someone working. So if I see there 80 people there, majorly are just into tech, digital, anything, just using digitalization to improve their business or anything. So you could actually be thinking about the next billion idea. But that is why you see most founders, they actually take course in product management because they actually want to understand how users think. Okay, when I took course in product management, now everything I did think, I was just thinking about every single thing. But this project, you start thinking, if you actually think amazingly well, that's when this course is actually working. You can sit down one Monday, you are going to work, you notice a problem, you just write it in your notes on your phone or your iPhone or somewhere, then you notice this idea. Then you can start ideation, you can start, okay, are people experiencing stuff? You can ask someone else, hello, auntie, good afternoon. What if we start using card to pay inside Downfall? Will you pay with the card? Someone will tell you, it won't pay us because of this. People will share with the idea. That is the research. Then you understand. You are doing interview. You are doing interview, so you can actually understand their need. Because so it's not all idea you can actually develop. So you don't end up failing. But if you fail, it's still amazing. But failing is hard. It's easier to say you can fail, you learn from it. But failure is really, really, really hard. It's really, really hard to strike back, to bounce back, especially if you've devoted a whole lot of time, a whole lot of energy on a particular product. It's good if your startup you fail because of money. That's the best thing ever. Trust me. If your startup you fail because of money, you're on the right path. But if your startup you fail because of you lack what the customer needs, you lack what your users are concerned about, man, that is the biggest flop ever. You just keep putting in money in everything, but still you're not getting sustainable return. The Disha guys, Evans Ekano and Rufus, they built Disha. Disha is just like a page for, I'm sure some people here must have heard about Disha, a page for creatives. And when they built Disha, they were in credit out then, credit out. So when they built Disha, it was amazing, it was going well. They I think they had 6,000 users in 2 weeks or something. It was really amazing. They acquired so many creatives were using it. Peace Itini, Blessing Bong, so many guys, Fabian, John, so many people were using Disha. I had Disha Beach too. But when it was now time for monetization, let us generate revenue from this. It was the graph was really, really low. They couldn't generate revenue from Disha. Evans dropped Evans dropped Disha. Evans dropped Disha. Evans went to University of California for his MSc. Then Rufus, partially it was done. Then Flutterwave saw something in Disha, and they thought, what if we acquire Disha and creatives can now integrate Flutterwave to this Disha and make payments when people buy services from them? Amazing. Flutterwave acquired Disha last year. Boom. That's really, really amazing of them. Someone must have thought about that stuff in Flutterwave, probably the product manager or the growth manager. It means you have to be versatile with innovations and trend coming up in the tech industry so you can know what to approach and what not to approach. Unless you will end up bouncing back. You just stay there, you won't be able to. So Piggyvest, they understood Nigerians. We have problems with saving, not even Nigerians. I have problems with saving. I once called Piggyvest before and lied that I want to die. They should give me my money. They should give me my money. These people did not give me my money. It was still, I was just I'm on this Piggyvest. But they helped me because I started my own saving January 1st till December. Nothing will actually come outside. So it's really amazing. They actually helped us. So many people started using them like Piggyvest. You all saw the amount they paid, and I think 200 and something, 220 something billion naira to so many Nigerians. Like that's really, really amazing. They acquired a big app. If they don't have money, they won't acquire a big app and sponsor Big Brother with over 1.02 billion. So it's really, really amazing. If you understand people problem, they can actually solve it. At a point they thought, will people save 10 million naira in Piggyvest and still collect 10 million naira after 12 months? Let's make it amazing for them. Then interest rate came in because I can't put 10 million naira there and still collect 10 million naira. I'll just be feeling. Then they brought out an offer. They brought out investment portfolio offer. They brought out so many things. Rise came up also. They thought people want to invest in international stocks, international markets. How can we help them? This Spy Africa is about collecting feedback. As product managers, we want to collect feedbacks. That is why Spy Africa came in for us. Like, okay, let us solve this problem for these Nigerians. You can go out there, you can go to the UK, you can go to the US and study a certain ecosystem and then come back to Nigeria and replicate it. It works. My dear, it works because we are 20 years behind their innovation system. We are 20 years behind. So you can so many things here. It is just everyone is creating something. We are replicating most of their models there now. Taxify, Paystack, ATM card, so many things. We actually replicated these pay later phones or pay monthly phones, M-Copper, Easy Buy, those things. We're actually replicating because they knew Nigerians, people want to buy these phones, but they don't actually have enough money to actually buy it once. So let them pay monthly, let them pay. That is as a product manager, but you just have to weigh your product ideas. You have to go through this thinking for you to understand. You have to solve this problem. That is just what we actually. I think there should be an app where student who doesn't want to stay inside school premises get access to rent easily without going to stress. Yes, there are people doing that. Hostelng.com. They are doing the hotels.ng came in. Mark SCN. You are in Lagos and you want to book hotel. Is it compulsory I come to Lagos or Radisson Blue, or is it compulsory I enter or enter hotel before I book? Then let me use my app. Let me just visit hotels.ng. Then let me book my hotel. That's really amazing. People are solving problems every day. I think they have over 1,000,001 startup ideas everywhere in this Nigeria. Some people might not take it. I am not available for building startups now because I know what I want to get and I have what I want to build, but I don't have access to the networks and to enough funding that I can do it. So there's no point trying to. Now, let's take note of something. There are people whereby when you launch, there's another product manager somewhere. And oh my God, this what Amina launched is really amazing. Let me replicate it. But because I have access to better investors and better agent, better people, they can actually beat you because marketing is a whole lot of things. It's really, really important. So I think whatever thing there is problem in the crypto, everybody's shouting cryptocurrency, forex. People are solving problems. The Bosha came in, oh cryptocurrency. People can now. So many people are now doing how to play bets with cryptocurrency. You can now stick with cryptocurrency and so many things. That is innovation. They are changing everything. Look at the bet industry. They are product managers. And I have few friends that are working in Naira Bet as product manager, Bet Ninja. And look at betting industry. 20 years from now, it's not dying because the root of the matter is people do not have money in Nigeria and people want money. People want money. You tell them betting will ruin you. Thank you. Let it ruin me. That is what they want because if you are running a bet company, you cannot run a seminar on how to win. They won't believe you because they feel you actually want them to lose. So betting industry is really amazing. Cryptocurrency is going well now. And investors are looking forward to this cryptocurrency. There should be one too that can connect those who want to rent house directly with landlords, just to eliminate middlemen. Then the problem there is how many landlords wants to be talking to tenants or people that want to rent. If I'm a landlord, I don't want to talk. I don't want situation where people just message me, I want to rent your house. No, no, no. There's actually someone for it. There's a middleman. Not everyone is actually not everyone actually have time for connecting with tenants or something. So that is yeah, I think Property Pro, they are doing those things, Property Pro NG or something. Yeah, I worked with Property Pro one time. We designed the app. Okay, hello, someone is actually talking in the background.
Um, Now, this, from my own user perspective,
Okay,
I'm an entrepreneur. So I have
okay.
this business idea, but it's hard for me to get investors.
It's hard for you to get investors.
Yeah, people that could invest in my idea.
People that will invest
Yeah,
in your idea. Have you started bootstrapping? Let me see. Have you started
that,
bootstrapping? Have you started like building the product with your own personal funds, collaborating with people or
I've
something?
considered an example.
Hmm?
Like I have this idea concerning agri farming.
Agri farming.
Now, and yeah, like farming, making farming easier and stuff like that, and how to get products to the regulated environment without having issues. Now, but the challenge there is having the idea is there, but now the plan is there, the business plan is there, everything is on ground. You have I have my
Okay.
strategies on ground now, but getting investors, where looking for investors is a major problem because, like,
Okay.
if you do a one-on-one meeting and say, okay, I have this idea, please, uh, I want you to invest. Some would give you, but how can I? What my user research should be? There should be an app, or there should be something that someone can go and be able to pitch his idea and get investors to be able to invest into that business idea.
Well, when it comes to raising funds, I've never raised funds, so I don't want to be saying textbook experience. I don't like textbook experience. So I've never raised funds. Though I have friends that I think this guy just raised for. Let me check. Shubomi just raised $473,000. Shubomi Uluwano for his technology. That's getconvoy.io. So I just saw his message on Slack channel now. So he just raised funds. So basically, I have never gone through that thing. I don't know how they raise funds. I don't know. All I know is just so I have not been through that process. I've not. All I know is just most of them send me pitch decks. I just like review, just like so. I've not met any
Hello?
investor. And I've not done pitch. I've not done 60-second pitching or anything. I've not done it. So I can't really
Hello?
say more on that. I'll actually suggest you use Google. You use enough platform. Just Google. Well, go to Twitter. There's investment. Okay, funding for agro project. Try Kiva. Okay, kiva.org. Please check it out. kiva.org. Funding for agro projects. fundraising for agro projects. You can check it out. And please, there is Future Africa. And yeah, I know Future Africa. And please be careful. Well, it's not well, everyone is there's Future Africa. There's Future Africa, yes. There's someone is the pollination project is a grand organization. Well, I don't really know, but you have to I don't really have enough knowledge in the agro side, or I don't really know, even though I would love to invest in agri there. So basically how I invest in companies, I use rice, I use bamboo, sometimes I use piggy bank, so I just invest directly to the company. So I'm not really I don't really know much about all these micro or angel investors and all. So thank you very much. So can someone tell me their problem from the user research perspective? Please unmute yourself so we can continue. So we can head up to Figma. Please kindly open your Figma, figma.com. Open your Figma. If you have the app, open the app. Hope everyone we've signed up. Yeah, actually ask everyone to sign up, please, so we can run user personnel on Figma. You get an innovation grant if you pitch well and all that. Yeah, being a product manager, you should be able to pitch well. There's a way you use storytelling. You actually feel storytelling in your it makes it look amazing. Like you just pitch well. And I think I have a link to one pitch I saw on LinkedIn. I'll share the link. Let me even check if I can see the link on my phone. The guy, I think it was just 2 minutes, but you need to see the way the guy pitched his startup. Amazing. He pitched his startup really, really amazing. Like he used storytelling. Like I can just say, okay, my name is Ademola. I'm one of the unserious CEOs in Africa. No, I'm one of the unserious founders in Africa. I am building borderless logistics. I have you just have to create some storytelling. I have experienced problem with logistics company. Whenever it comes to delivering of items, whatever thing, you just have to use something up. A few years ago, when I was in university, I ordered for a product in Lagos and it was delivered to Kwara. But you just look for a way and make it look interesting. You use metrics, use data. Data is important so you can understand. Most question those investors will ask you that what if a giant company comes in and you guys are now competing? What then you really want to measure your analysis, know what you want to do, and check the resolution. Okay, everyone has actually dropped suggestion in the chat section. So you guys, please, if you want fundraising or anything, just follow the section. Please, someone kindly unmute yourself and let us know. Yeah, art of storytelling.
Hello.
Okay.
Demola.
My name is Victor Emmanuel.
Okay, hello, Victor Emmanuel. Good afternoon.
Okay, coming back from Enugu State last week, I wanted to, before I came back from Enugu, I wanted to transfer some of my luggages, some of my things to Port Harcourt. So I went to some of their logistic companies and I needed them to be in Port Harcourt maybe the next day or 2 days after the day I'm trying to send it. I went to some logistic companies, some transport companies actually, that does run logistics. I went to them and was like, okay, I need to transfer these things to Port Harcourt and I can't. Like, I need to transfer these things to Port Harcourt, and they were like, okay, we just sent some cargo to Port Harcourt recently, and before we're going to send some, it will take about a week or two to send this particular goods or whatever you want to send to Port Harcourt. And I'm looking at it as, could there be a way I can create a company where you can send something to Port Harcourt and they deliver it the next day, even if it had an extra cost, maybe VIP treatment and all that. I think some of these logistic companies, you send things and they take sometimes 4 to 5 days. And there are sometimes you have an emergency stuff to send to somebody across, maybe to the next state.
Well, what I will say is I wouldn't want to talk, because when it comes to logistics, interstate, it's actually interstate. I think people are actually building this thing. Send Pack Africa. Send Pack Africa. Well, I think it is not interstate. I don't think it is. Maybe it is not local. I think it's international. They help you deliver anything across border, but I don't really know. But I think I've been seeing some marketing on stores like this. Not even Sendbox. There's Sendbox. I know Sendbox. There's Sendbox. There's Sendcash. There's Sendpack. So different people, actually different founders. Sendbox, Sendcash, Sendcash. We know Sendcash is send money. Then there's send by Flutterwave, send money also. So I don't really know. But make sure whatever thing you want to build, please make sure a lot of people are actually experiencing this problem. So you have to do your research. Your research has to be well grounded. Do a lot of research. Use Google. Google will refer you to another link. Another link will take you to another link. Another link will take you to another link. That is how you do research. Just keep going. So you don't end up embarking on a complicated project or a complicated product. At the end of the day, you built, but you couldn't. You are building, but you can't scale the market. So it is really, really important. It is frustrating. Being a founder is for you won't sleep 24 hours. You're online, you're on your system, your head hurts. You are thinking about so many things. Your investors are there, stakeholders are there, how to scale your company. You want to do so many, your users are there. You don't want to feel so many things are happening. So many. But I heard about one startup that actually closed up because the venture capitalist was the guy's uncle. So the founder's uncle. So the founder uncle wanted one amazing or any one. Sorry, please, can you mute yourself? So he was requesting from one. I don't even know the decision he made, and it actually crushed the whole company. They went down. So that's just it. You have to be. And I know someone also. I won't want to mention his name because it's quite popular. He built a startup, and the startup crushed also. We had discussion. I told him we are not really facing those problems. But as a founder, everybody you always believe in your vision. At the end of the day, it is not always right. You always be every founder believes he or she is building the next unicorn for Africa. Everyone believes I'm building the right product, the right market. The way everyone believes I want to have money, I want to have money. But there are still certain things linked to these things. So you won't end up eating yourself alone. So I think these things, that is why approaches to problem solving is really, really important. Really important we understand it very, very well to the core so we can use it for anything. Most times, if you go for interview, it is
So go and
problem
make
solving.
payments.
They test you on
Go and
problem
make
solving.
payments.
So can you please mute yourself? They test you on problem solving. So that is why I'm saying I want everyone, 50 of us here, I want us to actually talk about this problem from a user research perspective. Please, next
Okay.
person. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
So I want to talk about another problem. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Don't talk about another problem. The problem you are facing, that's actually what I want. The problem you are facing.
okay, that I'm facing. Okay, yeah. So I'm a very occupied professional, and most times there is a need to order products online. Most of the experiences I've had from ordering products online have been awful, as there have been, situations where the product given or gotten is different in either size, color, or quality from what has been advertised. And most times I end up losing both my money and also the product, as they sometimes become useless. So now I would love to build a platform here where both buyers and sellers meet and they kind of sign a legal agreement. So
Wait.
you are
Hello. Can you hear
yes,
me?
yes.
That is what we are building at RealPay. We are trying to okay, now let me now explain what we are doing. We are escrow service, and basically this is what we do. If you want to buy goods on Instagram now, you message the vendor, you want to buy a sneakers or let's say a fridge. The money comes, the money comes to
Wait, please, can I say something? Can I finish what I have to say? Then let's see if it is the same thing, please.
okay.
Should I? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the way it goes. The Can you hear me?
Yeah, please. Please, Dad, please oh, God.
Hello.
I can
Okay,
hear
so
you. I
now
can hear
the
you.
way it goes is the buyer sends money to our account. There's a central account, sends money to our account, yeah, and he or she gets, so the seller now is sure that whenever if the product is delivered to the buyer, the money will get through to him or her because the money is with us. So the place of trust now is being, not there, solved. Do you understand?
I
The place of
understand.
trust. So they pay to a central account, and if the product being delivered is what was ordered, like in terms of quality, size, and all, then we send the money to
The person.
hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, just like
Then-
an escrow.
That's Jumia. I think Jumia does that already.
Are
It
you
is an
serious? Like
escrow service. Yes, I said it's an escrow service.
And
okay.
I wanted to, and let me just add something to what she was saying.
There's VersiCash, there's escrow.com, but most of the running pay too. So, but most of this escrow service, most people do B2B, that's business to business. So it means they have an API where Jumia, Konga,
Jumia does the same thing.
those people can actually use their own API for you. You can actually use it as a, some even have WordPress plugin and all. So someone wants to say something.
Flipkart was actually when this e-commerce business started in Nigeria.
Yes.
I think what made us accept it was the pay on delivery, not even the payment before delivery. And that is, and it was taken from, I think I read that it was taken from Flipkart because they came in newly to India while there were some other e-commerce companies already in existence and they were paying before delivery. But when Flipkart started pay on delivery, that is, you have to see the product and see if it's like what you want before you now pay for it. That's what most Nigerians will accept, and that's why Konga and Jumia is still in existence. Because if they just only use this escrow that you guys are talking about, I'm not sure Nigerians will patronize you. That's my own thought, because I think I've read it somewhere where they said Flipkart were the ones that started this pay on delivery, and then they became massive, and then everybody started copying their strategy.
Well, you think people won't patronize? I've actually bought sneakers 2 different times on Instagram, and I realized they're actually fake vendors. They're actually fake vendors. One, I received carton. The other, I never received order. I did not receive anything. That is why I'm always skeptical when it comes to Instagrammers. Or I once bought a TV on Jumia. The guy brought LG. It was even fake LG. It was fake LG. Because the name LG was at the front, but at the back, the panel was like plastic. I had to return to Jumia office, no good. So they actually sorted it. I don't know. They said the vendor is from Anambra or something. I said it's none of my concern. I'm using your platform. So look at those issues. Things like that happen. You can even get, but the point of having an escrow service is just after both parties are actually satisfied, then the escrow service drop the money to the vendor. If you are not satisfied, the money will not drop to the vendor, meaning the vendor has to like call you. You guys have to speak to satisfaction. That satisfaction must be there. You can't hear me. I think I'm audible enough. So but the thing is just it is hard for individuals or petty vendors to actually use escrow service. Most of these escrow service they use B2B. They target people like Gokada, they target like stores, people that have stores. I think Army Essentials uses something like that or something. So that's just the okay. If now as a product manager, you feel okay, you think Nigeria will not patronize, then you can actually reshuffle it and feel okay, what is the best way, what is the best approach of treating this thing? What is the best approach that you feel majority of Nigerians will actually accept and they can actually build on this product? That is what you actually think, oh, now you can, okay, now you are, someone started something, Jumia might be doing something. I can bring up another amazing innovation, then I add it to mine, then I create my own e-commerce system, and I just let me probably buy them, come by. But I actually worked on Jumia based ground. I scattered their whole idea, their whole product to the minimal idea. Then I pick it up from there. I did my research. Then I started hunting users. I understood why they are using Jumia, why Jumia is faulty. Then I actually built mine from there. That is why problem solving is really, really important. And it's actually an important aspect that everyone needs to understand very well. Thank you very much. So next person, can you please
Can I
tell
say
me
something?
from you? Okay, please feel free to say something.
Something just came in. Okay, my name is Victor Manuel, and let's say I'm a social media manager, and sometimes I run promos, I run giveaways, and tell people to like my post, share my post, and then they get
Giveaway.
giftings in
When are
kinds
you
of
running giveaway here? When are you running giveaway here?
No, I'm coming. Now let me end my story.
Very
Okay, so let's say
important.
and their giftings is let's say I'm going to send recharge cards to about a number of people, and sometimes I find it difficult
Yeah.
to send recharge cards to each number one by one. Let's say I want to send recharge card to 100 people. That makes it very difficult for me, or time consuming for me to send from my bank app one by one to these people. I'm looking at the platform where I can just input the numbers of these people, let's say like into a database, and then input the amount I want to send to all of them at once, and then click send, and it sends to X number of people while I have that money recharged on that platform. So if you want to look at it, let's say, okay, I'm sending money also to a number of people, and I don't have an account manager. Also, there should be a feature that I can send money to people's bank accounts while not reaching out to my account manager. Let's say I want to send 200,000. I want to send 10,000 to 20 people, and I have 200,000 in my account. I can just log into the app and then input the account numbers, the account details of these people, and then click send just once, and it sends to X number of people at once. How about that?
Well, it's really amazing. But now, retention rate. How do you tend to?
Yeah.
Well, we actually get to that.
Very.
We're actually going to get to that phase. What I just feel is retention rate is really high. Is really amazing. How do you tend to like audio users? So the problem most of these convert airtime to cash platforms are having, like aim to get, converter, most of them are having, because after converting my airtime to cash with them, people leave. People leave. So now their retention rate is really dropping and it's really affecting. So how do they need to increase? The, the point is that idea is really cool. It is really amazing, because if I want to send item a charge card to people, I'll put your number. I'll now you be I think I'm using one bank. The bank is really silly. They are supposed to automate it, like, oh, you are supposed to bring it that the number is Airtel or Glo. I'll still be the one asking the person, sorry, is your number Airtel or Glo? That's just the stress. I dump that bank because your own service is just dead. How will I so put number? But in UBA, if I input your number, automatically it reads and it brings out that, oh, this number is actually
Yeah.
Airtel or MTN. But one bank, I think it's FCM, but I've even forgotten the bank then. But the point is just, how will I be asking you, are you using Airtel or Glo? Are you using MTN? It doesn't work that way. But now it happens to retention rate. So after doing that stuff, am I leaving your app? What else can you give me? What else can you offer us on that platform so users can actually stay?
We can make it easy for people to send. Okay, you can send recharge cards to a number of people. You can send money to a number of people. You can also, and you can send. Let's say if you're sending money, it will be just okay. Let's say the way Kuda does it, you transfer for free. We can add that to the future. You transfer for free. We can just copy the own
Transfer for
services
free.
Kuda does,
If you don't
banking
have
services.
wait, if you don't have enough funding, you can never scale in bank transfer for free. Even
Okay.
even Kuda sef, you have to pay for transfer after 30 free transfer, because funding has paid for your own transfer fee. So you
Oh.
can't do transfer fee forever if you don't have huge fund. The reason why Opay was able to do 50 naira around Lagos was because they received funding from Opera, and I think it was much, 100 million US dollars or something. So they can do 50 naira. It means the remaining money, investors already paying for it. So it's not as if it's it's not as if you will just say you want to do transfer for people. Yeah, someone said try Kuda, you better know whether the Glo is number one. That thing, it makes me angry, like, can't you just automate this system and just in just like some platforms where I use, if I put my account number automatically, APIs now, you connect with these APIs and you just give me connect with bank's API, then it brings my name and my everything. So you think I'll put my account number, I'll now be putting my name, I'll be booking my bank again. That's a bad user experience. Once I put my account number, tell me my bank, or UBA, my name is Ademola Jira. Very simple. Then I'm proceeding. Not like I'll be the one scratching my head. What if God? A Better Easy Express is really, really amazing. That is how people use, and I'm sure they are tracking their metrics. They are tracking their metrics. They really do, and they're actually working on it. If you are losing customer, you will know because you are tracking everything. You are tracking, but you just have to wait, monitor them. Sorry, I got locked out. Did it happen to anyone? No one. Probably your network or something. Just find a better location so it can work very well. So, can someone else speak on your user research perspective? Everybody get problem for this life.
The bear is
Get
I have, I have,
Hello.
Hello.
the bear is speaking. Can you go on?
So I'm David once again. The last
Okay.
one I
Hello,
spoke
David.
about was a a software for business developers and consultants, right? Okay, so the user research would be something like business developers or African business developers need software targeted to the African market, which makes it easier for them to develop and draft documents for small and medium businesses in Africa without necessarily, okay, I think that's it.
Okay.
Get that?
Okay, I actually got it. It's really nice. No much time. If someone else can, you please tell me your problem
Hello?
for the user.
Hello, is the bear speaking? Can I go on?
Yeah, you can go on to the bureau.
Okay, I'm a stylist from this place, and my issue particularly is I don't really know how to come to shop, then open up and sit down, and then begin to wait for clients to walk in and make their hair. So I would want for a platform whereby my clients can book me ahead of time. So when I'm coming to shop, I already know that okay, I'm making five
If you
people
could be more audible.
Can you clap for yourself? That's really amazing. This guy, Charles, I've forgotten his surname, is the former founder of, is still the founder, but they are not working with CK Digital. He founded Ecot. So as a guy, if I want to cut my hair based on reservation. So if I go there,
Okay,
trust
some
me,
people say they didn't hear me. Let me come again.
okay. Can you please, do you like want all of us to speak today? Yes, you are speaking. Everybody is
Okay, let
speaking.
me come again
Why
because
you-
some people say they didn't hear what I said.
Sorry, please.
Please
Why
do.
Kemi Fadoji, you are speaking. Tell us that problem and let us talk about you are speaking. Thank you. So,
Okay. Okay, I was saying that I'm a stylist. Can you hear me?
yes, we can.
And my major problem is I don't really know how to like come to shop, then sit there and begin to wait for clients to walk in, then make their hair because this is really time and a lot of things to be done with time. So I would want a platform whereby my clients are going to book me ahead of time. Like I'm coming to shop today and I'm knowing I'm making four people's hair and they're coming with a specific time that they book. I make their hair and go. So I think that is something I really look forward to. Having my clients book me ahead of time and maintaining their time strictly, come to the shop, make their hair and go. I think that is one of the problem that I'm really facing right now until I'm able to employ more helping hands that can at least stay back to help out when I'm not around. Thank you.
Okay, that's a nice one, no. But how will you deal with those Nigerians that do African time?
So that's another issue, right? Because that's really a
You
problem.
know, Nigerians
Yes,
can book you for 10 now. Maybe you are there by 11, 12. They
you're
won't
still
be there.
there.
Maybe the next customer will not
Okay, let me
come.
say.
That's when they will
Can I
come.
say?
That's
But
Can I
a
say?
but you can
challenge.
collect money. You can
Can I
ask
say?
them to pay a particular fee.
Can I say? Okay,
If you
Nigerians
ask
do
me to
African
pay for
time.
a hair I've not come to do, I won't pay.
Okay,
I
hello,
would want to come
No,
first
they
before I
do
make the hair.
booking fee.
hello,
Booking fee, you book.
Except
hello.
that person is so good that I can't do my hair elsewhere before I will pay such a money. Because I know if I come and you don't have time, I'll go to somewhere else to make my hair. I'm just saying. Do you
Okay,
understand?
Yes, I do. I do.
okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Than you would expect. So, for example, let's say six people have booked you, and one person wants to do 1 million braids or 1 trillion
Mm-hmm.
braids, and you're not able to cover up for the whole six people. Then you have to, it's either I don't know, just feel.
You might have to charge per hour or something. I don't know.
No,
Oh,
you have to also be competitive as well.
yes,
You
yes.
are not the only hairstylist. So if you are charging me per hour, I can as well go somewhere else that will make my hair, and I'll pay the right amount. Don't you
Please,
think?
please, let us
A lot of men that want to make their hair.
please let us stop saying nobody will do something. Nobody will pay some stuff. Nobody will do this. It's a lie. People will. People buy 1.2 billion
No,
naira
we're
mansion
just
at
trying
night.
to query her. This I'm not saying
No,
nobody
as
will.
in,
Don't get me wrong. I'm
so
just saying me. I'm just trying to.
someone said
Hello.
nobody will do something. Someone said no one will.
Okay.
So
No.
as a
No.
product manager,
Well.
you have no
mm,
reason to say nobody will. Nobody will.
Okay. That's true. Anyway, that's true. Okay. No, but it's a good one. Anyway, it's a good
Well,
idea.
you have to look at
That's
the amount of people that will be able to pay. If not,
Now
then
let's look at it. I use AirCut. An AirCut, I reserve for my AirCut online, and I go to Ogudu and cut my hair. And the reason why I'm doing AirCut now is because I don't want to go to the barber salon and keep asking the barber, and the barber will tell me, "Oh, these are the people waiting. I'll have to wait till after this." No, I want to pick a time with AirCut. Then I know 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock is my time. Then going to AirCut, I know it is my time, and I just take 10 o'clock to 11. So it's saving me the stress of sitting down and waiting for the barber to actually cut hair for 4 people, then me joining the list. So it could not see a product. Nothing targets everyone. Everyone cannot be your target audience. It could be the few people. It could be the 1% of the 1%. It could be if you check out some bank, if you check out this Standard Chartered Bank, you will not see that bank everywhere. Just specific locations, probably some Admiralty in Lekki or this Ademola Adetokunbo. But if you see Access Bank, you see them everywhere because they want everybody's money. Oloja money, yeah. You just want everybody money. They just want add all your money. If you check this Providence Bank, they actually serve as a backbone for digital banks. Cowrywise, Piggyverse, they rely on Piggyverse on Providence for banking. So target market is really, really important. It's not because you don't need to target average Nigerians. You just want to target the luxury ones. Then you look for where they are, traffic, then you get them. It's during traffic. That's when gala sellers they come outside because that is what they need. Traffic. Conversion is left for the gala boys. They'll be the one going up and down. But
oh wow,
everyone
thank
needs
you,
that
Dimora.
traffic.
I
So
like
you
this
get
what you say that everybody cannot be my target audience. That was really, really
everybody cannot be a
yeah, exactly.
Sujimoto Nigeria. His real estate is for the 1% of the 1%. His houses, I was thinking, are there human beings that will buy this house? This house is 500,000 US dollars, small land. And I'll check one real estate site in South Africa. That same price, but it's better. But people are buying it. If they are not buying it, he will not build Lucrenzo in Banana Island. It means he's not targeting us. He's not even targeting me. He's targeting those that can afford it. And he knows where they are. So he's targeting them perfectly. So you don't have to think everyone. Flutterwave is not built for Molam that is selling at now. Flutterwave is built for people else that can do internet transaction. They are not targeting everyone. Understand your target audience, then you will succeed. Someone says Sujimoto billionaire houses. I
Thank you
swear
very
those
much,
house.
Dimora. And also, I've been trying to send you a direct message, and I think you should just look it out, please.
Okay, you can send it now. So,
Okay, Mother, my
so
name
someone
is
else.
Ibrahim.
Abraham, hello Abraham.
There's this problem. When I was working, I cover one,
Hello, I can hear you,
and I
Abraham.
think,
I can't. Your network is actually breaking.
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, Abraham.
Yes, when I was working in the bank, I discovered a particular problem, and I think I've not experienced it one time like that. A dormant account. Now, someone
Sorry,
sends
please,
money to a
Abraham.
dormant.
Abraham, please, can you please? Yeah, Rachel said understudy Wondrous Air in Victoria Island and how they manage customer timing. So I think you now have a reference now. You can message Rachel. So you guys can. I know people. There must have been a business doing this method. I know it is Nigeria. So Abraham, continue, please.
Okay, so someone sent money to a dormant account, and
Okay.
the guy's father was sick, and he wanted withdrawing. He went to the bank to withdraw the money, and he told him the account is dormant, needs to reactivate the account. And this guy's father is seriously sick, and I think one time too, I have experienced that I needed money urgently, and mistakenly, someone sent me money into an account that was dormant, and I needed that money urgently. Now, I think the problem is how can a customer in the bank reactivate his account immediately? Because some will tell you, okay, come back. Some banks will tell you, come back in the next 14 days. Some will tell you, come back in the next 7 days. Some will tell you 5 working days. How can somebody reactivate his account to get access to his money immediately? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I don't really understand. Probably you face that. I don't really understand.
Okay, I should come again.
Yes.
I said like a dormant account holder.
Yes.
Now, maybe in a banking system, maybe he wants to do something with money and someone sends him money into that his dormant account.
Yeah.
Now, he can't access the money because he needs to reactivate his account. And that is the challenge because maybe if that thing is a need, okay, no, we talked about need and want. That if that thing is an urgent need that needs to be settled, but the money is still a dormant account now. My user research should be there should be a app or there should be a system that is set aside in the banking system that can reactivate dormant account immediately so that someone can have good customer experience, get his money, and do what he needs to do.
Well, your speaker has been cracking, but let me actually see if I'm right. You said someone mistakenly send money to a dormant account or something, and they'll actually
Yeah,
ask you to wait for 7 working days or something like that.
yeah.
Well,
Now, can we
you know
have
the problem
an app on it that can
exactly.
help that person?
If you had listened, okay, probably I don't know, were you there when I made this illustration about Nigerian fintechs, about number of Nigerians using BVNs, how digital banks are coming in, how they are focusing on one niche or the other. I made mention of anyone that can focus on customer operation. That is going to be the next big thing in Africa because I have experienced it twice. These 7 working days, it is their turn. I don't really understand why they are saying 7 working days, but I believe it can actually not innovation. Things are changing every day, so it can a banking system could actually come up and say, instead of these 7 working days, mine is 2 working days. Mine is in the 24 hours. Any default financial transaction, we send it back to in 24 hours. I'm sure you will actually opt in for that instead of me waiting for 7 days. So I
Sure.
think I made mention of that customer operations when I started this thing because I probably you were not there. I made mention of 51,468,000 Nigerians with BVN and different digital banks coming up. Everyone is doing, you can recharge every time, you can do this, everyone is still doing the same thing. Any digital fintech or any digital product,
Yeah.
digital bank coming up, you have to give us that difference. So you need, most people actually struggling with banks. I don't like entering the bank. The only thing, probably default POS or default ATM transaction. If I enter the bank, I already know their mind. You wait for, have you filed the complaint? You wait for seven working days. I already know my mind. If you send mail, they'll still tell you 7 working days. Anything we do, I don't know. Probably it's CBN
Hello?
regulation, but if it's CBN regulation, no, things can actually be controlled. We are in 21st
Hello.
century. I see no reason. Yeah.
So I noticed that you waiting 7 working days is actually something they can do. But most times they intentionally ask you to wait 3 to 7 working days because they don't want we, the customers, to feel like it's something they can do instantly.
Why wouldn't they make us feel? They should make us feel their transaction is fast.
You know, we
easy,
Nigerians now,
reliable.
you know the way we think, you know the way we reason.
Yeah.
So you will
Yes.
not be okay, they will not be like, you will go back to the bank tomorrow again, it's something they can do for you. Next tomorrow is something they can do for you immediately. So
No,
they tend to like, okay,
I don't think it's because they want us to feel that way. I think it's because they are trying to make time for maybe difficulties while trying to solve your problems. So it might be something they might fix that day, They will tell you,
It
okay, you have to
depends
wait.
on the kind of problem you're having.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes they would want to fix a particular problem, and maybe at the other hand, maybe their server hand or something, they're having maintenance, or maybe they're trying to fix something, and the office that was supposed to fix it, someone is maybe sick or something. You understand? They're trying to make provisions for all these things. That's what I just think.
David is saying banks would kill to have their customers complete results as fast as possible. These guys are understaffed. Yes, I won't say yes and I won't say no. I have not worked in the banking industry, but I have actually worked in a fintech.
Sorry, Mr. Mola, I've worked in the banking industry, so I want to say something.
Abraham, right?
I worked in the banking industry.
Okay.
I've worked in. So, you know, they have this vision or this mission that they are customer centric. Like, you know, they want to show you that you are valued. You understand? But you know, customers are impatient. We did 7 working days, 3 working days, you know, all these working days things. That is the challenge there. If we can get, you know, it's not all about saying that maybe they don't want you to go and come. You are their customer, you are their user. You use their product or you are their customer. So it should be based on the vision. Okay, like we started this class, we talked about the vision of the product, the product manager should put the vision. Now, if you are telling me, okay, as an SMB bank, your vision is to be customer centric about your product, whatever delivery service you are going to be giving to the public. Now, everything you're supposed to be doing should be customer centric. Your time management, cash management, everything
Exactly.
should.
You are not using the most amazing word. The word I love the most, customer centric. That's just the best thing. You can continue with your discussion.
So that is it. If they can sideline or streamline their focus to the customer, I guess that is what will make our banking system in Nigeria be one of the great. Now you see, okay, now if you go out, you can be in your house and you lodge in complaints and you get response immediately. Why is it that you have to go to the banking system to lodge in complaints before they can respond, and they will not give you time to respond? They'll not say, okay, come back. Because in America, on the YouTube, you can lodge in complaints and get response immediately and get solution immediately. So I discovered that is one of the problems we have in the banking system, that we can, or like I just even had to write it down. I said it to you, because it just came like an idea on the class. Because it is very important if we can bring that problem down to an immediate solution, then I think it will help us.
Yes. Okay. Someone else, can someone else say something?
Hello, this is Chigozie.
Hello, Chigozie. Yeah, we're here with you.
There was a time I joined my friend that comes back late in the night from work. So what he does is that when I say, okay, say he was going to the market, and that was evening. So I thought, before you buy everything and start joining this hold up, we'll get home later. He told me that what he does is just to go to the market and collect everything from just one person. This woman is not selling everything, but she will just gather it and keep for him. He will just call her, and then she will gather everything and be waiting. Anytime he just comes, he will pay, then give her the money, then she goes back to give the other market women that sells. Then, and now I was watching a Nigerian movie, and I saw the same thing happen. I was not like, is there really any platform that solves this solution? Because I'm sure many 9 to 5 workers are also experiencing this thing. They don't have time to go to the market to start moving around to buy something. So
can you see what can you make mention of can you see what you mentioned, 9 to 5? You've actually spelled out the target audience. So meaning, I think there are actually people that run errands for. I've actually seen majority, but I think Glovo does it now. They go to the market for you, and there are people who serve this market. They might not be familiar with so many of them, but I'm sure I've actually seen a lot of marketing about those people. They actually run errands. They instead of your friend going to the market self again, they bring it
Yeah.
to his house. They bring it to his house instead of him going to the market again. So there are people who actually do that. It's actually nice. So that's really amazing. Okay, someone said my 12 market, ordinary world, price pally. Waka Can you people actually drop in suggestions? So there are people who actually treat. You see,
Wow.
it's really amazing. So that's just something about Glovo, Errand 360. Glovo, yeah. Glovo that just got acquired for 2.6 billion or $2.6 billion. Yeah. Price pally. That's something about it. Whatever you are thinking, you are not the only one thinking about that thing. 1 million people actually thinking about it. It's just an idea. It's on paper. There's nothing special. Whoever executes this thing first, you send your list and particular amount depending on what you are they deliver. That's amazing. So someone else, can you tell me a problem according to your user research perspective? Please, someone else. I don't even want a name. I've actually been thinking.
Hello, sir.
Well,
Hello.
your name,
Can I
please.
make contribution? My name is Michael.
Michael. I think I haven't.
Yes.
Okay, feel free to make contribution.
Actually, my own is that is there a like, for instance, like a problem that an app that you can utilize every account you have, like your account number to access or your account number to do transaction. For instance, I want to do transaction with an Access Bank account, but I've been having a problem with trying to use the app because they are not sending me message to my email and to my phone number. So I just was thinking that is there an app that you can use to make transaction, just a single app that you can maybe with every of your account, like maybe you want to make a transaction to a company for them to supply you goods, and you have an app that you can easily use to make that transaction, because maybe the app that you have in your phone, you cannot access it, you cannot use it immediately, and you need to make transaction immediately, maybe because of they're asking for password and maybe you forgot your password. Is there an app that you can use to make transaction specifically with all your bank accounts,
Exactly
not
what I'm saying.
necessarily
I keep
not
saying,
necessarily having
yeah.
the bank app?
Yes, I keep saying something before I give answer. I keep saying not it's not all you don't listen to your customers 100%. You pick the rice and leave the grains, or you just trade important ones as a product manager. The one you feel actually makes this thing you are saying is actually increasing. It will actually increase fraud rate. Even we haven't started linking about number. People are scamming, they are scamming people with banks account. If you go to bank on a regular, you see people coming to bank, shouting, yelling. Now, if you forget your password, you don't forget no transaction for you that day. That's just the best thing. That's just to probably there's an alternative, because fraud rate is really, really high in Nigeria, and it is really, really high. People are intercepting banking transactions. People, if you know how hard it is to make Nigerians trust someone with their money, people don't to trust with money. It's really, really hard. So I think it will increase. It will have leakage with theft, and it is not. People are still sensitizing customers about stop spreading your BVN, stop spreading your. People are still sensitizing people about ATM cards. So many things. There's a way I can do transaction without knowing your PIN on your ATM card. Really, really affordable. I might not use it Nigeria provider. It could be an India provider, but I'm actually getting your money. Convert to cryptocurrency or something. This theft is on the high side. So that is why financial industries, they are really, really careful with. And it's not even their fault, it's because in Nigeria, they don't really invest more in security testing and security professional. That is just if you actually if anyone heard about Chase, JP Morgan, if you check out JP Morgan, do certain stuff, if you see what they use in their banking security, the number of employees they have, the number of things they have, because they want security is number one, because it's a bank, so security is your number one. It's your number one. It's actually number one. So they're actually trying. People are banking. See these steps. It's happening every day. That's why it is just really hard to make decisions on all these banking industry. There are so many regulations eating them again. So many regulations. It is Nigeria. government policy is really, really important. No matter what you do, you have to pray for a successful governance. It will crunch any business because government can crunch anything. Government can crunch Flutterwave. Government can crunch anything. It's government. That's why it is big G, the government. So whatever thing, government, I think there are so many regulations holding these banks and fintechs. I think there are so many. There's so many regulations holding them. So please, someone else, can someone else, okay, I am personally facing the problem of funding for my master's at degree abroad, and I feel like a lot of people are facing. Yeah, I think there is this Vesti app. There is Vesti app. So on Vesti, they connect you to opportunities. It is an app. So basically, what the app does is oh, David, what Stacks does is actually, I'm coming back to that one. I'm actually coming back to that. It's actually slightly different from what he said. I'm coming. So someone is saying, okay, you want to have access to your math. I think there's this app, Vesti apps. It's just about, check out Vestis. Yeah, opportunity. Someone said yes, Vestis, opportunities and processes. Yeah, I'm actually on the group. I use the app because of opportunities and all. So you can actually check it out. So even that's what it do, immigration processes and all. Vesti is actually good. So I can actually tell you about Vesti. Is there an app where parents find good school? Please do research. I don't know the whole products in Nigeria or Africa. I don't know any app. If there is no app, check if it's good, then invest in it. Then build it. You are a product manager now. Please, you are a product manager. Do it. If you're a product manager, please do it.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello, my name is Binta.
Hello, Binta.
I just wanted to share a bit of something. I am a recruitment consultant, and I recently, last year, became a UX designer.
Oh, amazing.
And so I work with a lot of small and medium enterprises. I do a lot of recruitment for them. Problems that we usually face are, like people would put on their CV, oh, I have this skill, I have that skill, and then I have this. But then when you interview them, oh, okay, they can do the job, and then you send them to the organizations, turns out some of them cannot actually live up to what they put on their CVs. And then you have some of these organizations that say, oh, it's not a problem, we will train them. But then when they train them, after like 5-6 months, they leave because they've seen a better opportunity elsewhere.
Yes.
Now they can. Sorry?
Don't worry, continue.
After getting the training, like I have a friend, they spent about $10,000 on their employees to train them. And then about 5 or 6 months later, I think it was Stanbic or something that came and poached the employees from them. So they've lost their investment on training the employees. So what they're asking is, can we create a platform where, because we have a working relationship with these employers, they can come to you and get employees that have gone through a sort of, a sort of training. And then they pay us retainership, definitely. They pay us retainership or a commission based on the employees that you're giving to them. So there should be like a legal clause that says, oh, you work for us for 2 years, at least, we're able to recoup the money that we used to train you and stuff like that. So let's say product managers, like let's say now on this platform, people that have graduated from this and they're good product managers, they come to us, are able to get their certification in product management, we pay for it. They go on to work for a client, and then the client, they have a clause that says, you have to work for us for at least a year or 2 to recoup the cost of the training, and then you can go ahead and do something. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay, the thing is, I don't know your friend's company, but the Bob Africa, they invest in people, but you have agreements, you work for them for a certain while, you are good, they send you to companies, but indirectly they have a certain percentage they are getting off. They send you to Access Bank, so many things. But the point is, at the end of the day, it is not, they are not losing because there's an agreement to it. I think companies actually do it. You see companies that say, oh, they want to invest 100x in your profession, they'll take you to
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they want, to have like an ironclad agreement to say, you know what, we're investing so and so amount of money in you to get like the highest level of professional certification.
Yeah. Yeah, does that require a platform? I feel it's just them getting a tech lawyer or something, legal tech or something, and prepare an agreement. And
Well, when it comes to recruitment, what I'm trying to say is because they trust, if you have a working relationship, like I have companies that I'm on retainer with, and once they need somebody, oh, can you send us somebody who is good at this or somebody who is good at that? So now, like I heard like a few people talking about how they are trying to transition into tech and they can't find platforms. So
yeah.
on the platform, there will be opportunities for connecting with mentors and opportunities for internships.
I understand you now. I understand. I think
Then you can transition to full-time employment and get like the highest level of professional certification. And because of the relationship the recruitment company has with the employers, then you can go ahead to get a good job.
yes, I understand now. That's really amazing. But well, for those platforms, I think the problem is not outsourcing talent or getting other people. Trust me, the markets now, there are a lot of junior talents coming. And now people are requesting for senior talent even more than the junior talents now. That is not the problem. But the problem is now establishing relationship with enough firms to get enough people in. The moment people keep coming and they are unable to see the reason why they came to this platform, they are leaving. If I go to your platform, there are no internships, there are no jobs, there are no nothing for me everywhere. Okay, I'm coming today, tomorrow, there's nothing. Then I see no reason coming next tomorrow. And Nigerians, not even Nigerians, human by default, we want this fast way.
Well, of course, it's not supposed to be for everybody. I mean, like, just like now, they would say, oh, I need you to help me get somebody who would be the vice president of marketing. Of course, it's not going to be for everybody.
Yeah, I understand.
You cannot get, so like sometimes somebody would come to you with that one opportunity to say, I need somebody like the vice president of marketing. You know very well that you're going to poach somebody from somewhere because there are hardly that many vice presidents of marketing that are jobless, or somebody that has the qualification that can take that job. So of course it's not for everybody. It will have to be a certain group of people that you're very sure that can fulfill the roles that these people want. Of course, like it's not an everyday thing for like, just like I said, vice president of marketing, but the commission we get from stuff like that kind of, I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying.
Yes, I can. I'm actually getting your point here. Hello?
Yes, of course. Well, so at the end of the day, it's just an idea that we came up with, not necessarily any this thing. We're trying to transition from physical recruitment agencies to like a digital one, so that you can have access to more wider audience in terms of like wider network of employers, basically.
I am sure you actually think, I can't really say more because I have not been in the recruitment sector. So there's limit to what I can actually understand. But if you can actually, I feel you should actually run research for with one or two people that probably in the recruitment sector or something. Then run your research and understand basically what the problem is, how you can actually define it. If you can, if it's actually successful, to my own small mind, it's amazing. My own small mind. But the reason why I can't really speak about it is because I don't have enough insight in that in recruitment
Mhm.
sector, on recruitment or anything. I don't have enough insight. I haven't been to those programs. I haven't actually joined any company that have invested $10,000 in. The highest they've invested is 100K course. And that's just I haven't actually see, but I actually see in companies profile like over $5,000 professional courses can make up.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into those
Yeah.
companies, so I don't know how it is. But I think
There exist
Yeah.
one of my friends just recently, 2.8 million just for him alone.
just
Courses.
Yes.
2.8 million for professional courses for his career growth.
Yes,
That's
yes.
not easy. If I see,
Yeah.
2.8,
So that's it.
million.
And
yeah, that's
Yes,
big.
that's
and
what
it's
I'm
not
talking
just him.
about. So
That's
we
five
do have
thousand
people
dollars
paying
each
for that.
person.
Yeah, that's over 5,000. That's
Mhm.
over 5K US dollars.
It's
That's
actually
very
in say $5,000 for each of them, and they're about 10.
wow.
Even my first company,
There are
I think
companies that do that.
Yeah,
cost.
sure. There are company who have this amazing work culture.
So
Amazing.
definitely, somebody was saying make them sign a bond. That's what I'm saying. Like they want to know that I can trust this recruitment agency to take care of the legalities and to make sure that the people are up to standard when you pass them to me.
Yeah.
I would pay for their training. I would pay for their, but I want to make sure that they work for me for at least 2 years before they can move on to wherever it is they want to go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really,
Thank you
really
for
nice,
listening to me.
Binta. Thank you, Binta. Thank you. Thank you. So who else? My God, it's 2 o'clock already. So sorry, last person then. Sorry, the last person. Please don't forget to share the link to submit our assignment. Yes, I'm actually going to send the link. Not here. I'll actually send the link to the program coordinator. Some companies hold on to some of your certifications until you fulfill the terms of the agreement.
Is there a new
Sometimes
assignment, sir?
it's not really about the certification. What about the knowledge you've actually gained and everything? Certifications. What about the knowledge? If you don't know data analytics before, if I sponsor you on a data analytics course, then I retract then I collect your certificate. You are now skilled in data. You are now skilled in Excel. You're now skilled in Power BI. Now the certificate is just with me, but you are skilled and you can do it. If your new company gives you an assessment test, you will pass the assessment test even without the certificate. The, the assignment of users versus needs, users and wants and needs rather. The assignment, please, who is that? Can you please mute yourself, Favor? Favor, can you please mute yourself? So, so what I'm actually talking about, the assignment of the Miro and the Google Doc, the wants versus needs. So I'll be dropping the link to the program coordinator. She will send the link to your group. Then everyone will actually fill in the link with their link to the assignment. Which assignments, please? Oh my God. The Miro, the empathy map, and I'm very sure we bond them for.
Can we drop them now?
No, you are not dropping it now. The program coordinator will send a link to you. Don't worry. The link you can submit the assignment not really today, but before Friday, before this weekend. They just submit it. So it's
Problem.
not another assignment. It's not another assignment. It's actually the same thing. We are unable to use Figma today, but tomorrow we are bouncing in on our Figma. Please, I expect a lot of people. Please make sure you're using PC tomorrow so we can actually get hands on Figma. People who have background or domain knowledge in product design, amazing for you guys. You guys are going to be champions here. So it's going to be, and we still need to understand this thing. So we are going to be using user personnel and I'll actually, okay, please stay tuned to my Instagram or Twitter if you want to get note of books or anything. Sometimes I post reviews about books because not everyone actually have the time to read books and so many things. So reviews or summary, let me say summary. It actually works. It actually works. Okay, let me in this call, let me use the opportunity to actually tell us some of those books I'm actually talking about. The first book I actually advise anyone that you should get, you can get a free PDF version on pdfdrive.com. We all know PDF Drive, or if you don't know pdfdrive.com, then you type the name of the book is Hooked. It is called Hooked: how to build habit forming products. Hooked. So actually, the author name, I don't know how to pronounce it. I didn't want to start near ear or something. So this book talks about the different.
Can you type it?
I will type it. I'm just explaining. It talks about the different pattern used by companies to build products that get users glued to their products. So how are we getting glued to Amazon? How are we getting glued to Apple? This guy. So how to build habit forming products. How to build habit forming product. I've actually finished this book. I read this book 3 times. I have the physical copy. You can get physical copy if you stay in Lagos, Roving Heights, Surulere or somewhere, and you can order online. So it is really, really amazing. That book is really, really amazing. Really, really, really amazing. Really, really, I'm saying really, really amazing. You start thinking, you start even without taking product courses, you start thinking like a senior product manager. It is really, really amazing. Just make sure you are reading with intention and you actually okay. Someone has actually dropped it. 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 Someone has actually dropped. I think this is the first book. I don't want to bombard us with too much because something. This book, if you guys are free, we can be doing reviews of the book and everything. Sure, it's just an amazing book, and I would advise everyone. Thank you very much for today's class. We'll actually meet tomorrow, 9 a.m. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a nice day. Someone said fantastic book. David Oloruntobi. Yeah, fantastic book. The reason why it's actually going to be an amazing book because you are now learning product and the book is about product. It's different from me reading politics book, Nigeria politics books when I'm not even interested in it. So now, thank you guys really need it. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a nice day. I'm actually going. Bye.
Hello. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Demola.